Have you ever felt like your bedroom is missing something, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is? Sometimes, even in a fully furnished, well-decorated room, there's a subtle absence, a lack of calm, of breath, of life. And more often than not, what's missing isn't a thing, it's a feeling. That feeling can be restored by something incredibly simple, a plant. Plants don't just beautify a space, they breathe with you. They filter the air, soften the light, and quietly ground the room. Especially in a bedroom where your body and mind come to rest, a well-chosen plant can offer serenity, balance, and a touch of nature's wisdom. In this video, we'll explore 15 perfect plants to transform your bedroom into a Zen paradise. Each one brings its own kind of peace, whether it's a soothing scent, a meditative form, or an air-purifying presence. Let's take a slow, mindful walk through the greenery and find the plant that speaks to your soul. 15. Bamboo Palm, the tropical touch of tranquility. If you close your eyes and imagine a peaceful tropical retreat, soft breezes, filtered sunlight, and the gentle rustle of palm leaves, there's a good chance the bamboo palm is somewhere in that picture. Also known as Chamaedodora cyfritzii, the bamboo palm is a graceful, airy plant with slender green stalks that resemble bamboo canes, topped with soft, feathery fronds. It's not just a visual delight, it's a plant that feels peaceful. Just looking at it can ease your breath, slow your thoughts, and bring a sense of tropical calm into your bedroom space. But beauty isn't all it offers. The bamboo palm is also one of the top air-purifying plants identified by NASA's Clean Air Study. It's excellent at removing airborne toxins like formaldehyde and benzene, pollutants that are surprisingly common in indoor environments. With a bamboo palm in your room, you're not just decorating, you're improving your breathing space, quite literally. Another layer of charm comes from its symbolism. In Feng Shui, the bamboo palm is considered a symbol of good fortune, growth, and protection. It represents steady upward movement, like its vertical stalks reaching toward the light. Having it near your bed or in a quiet corner can subtly invite balance and positive energy into your life. Care-wise, bamboo palm is refreshingly low maintenance. It loves indirect light and a bit of humidity, perfect for bedrooms where lighting is soft and the mood is serene. Just water it when the topsoil feels dry, and it will thank you with steady, quiet growth. So if your Zen paradise dreams include a touch of the tropics, something fresh, vital, and deeply calming, the bamboo palm is a perfect choice. It's not just a plant, it's an atmosphere, one that whispers, slow down, breathe, and just be. 14. Spider plant, the effortless air healer. Tucked on a windowsill or hanging gracefully from a macrame pot, the spider plant quietly does its magic. With its long, arching leaves striped green and white, it brings a fresh, clean feeling to any space. There's something gentle and unassuming about this plant. It doesn't demand attention, but once you notice it, it's hard not to smile. Scientifically known as Chlorophytum comosum, the spider plant is one of the most air-purifying houseplants you can invite into your bedroom. It's especially effective at removing toxins like formaldehyde, carbon monoxide, and xylene, common culprits in indoor pollution. It's like having a natural air filter humming silently beside your bed, helping you breathe easier at night. But what makes the spider plant truly beloved is its simplicity. It's incredibly easy to grow, even if you've never owned a plant before. It thrives in indirect light, adapts to a range of conditions, and bounces back quickly if you forget to water it now and then. That forgiving nature makes it perfect for anyone starting their journey toward a more zen, plant-filled life. It also has a lovely way of giving back, literally. As it matures, the spider plant produces babies, or small offshoots that dangle from the main plant like little comets. You can leave them on for a cascading effect, or snip them off and plant them elsewhere. It's like a quiet lesson in growth and generosity. Beauty multiplies when you nurture it. And beyond the science and symbolism, there's just something joyful about this plant. Maybe it's the way its leaves move slightly with the air, or the way its shape seems to spill gently outward, softening sharp corners and bringing life to empty spaces. In a Zen bedroom, the spider plant isn't just decor. It's a friendly companion, one that asks for little, gives back plenty, and brings you closer to that quiet, balanced feeling we all crave. Valerian, the ancient herb of deep sleep. Long before sleep aids came in bottles, people turned to nature, and one of the most trusted allies in the pursuit of rest was valerian. This soft, leafy herb with delicate pink-white flowers has been used for centuries, dating all the way back to ancient Greece and Rome, to treat insomnia, anxiety, and nervous tension. There's something old soul about valerian. It feels like a plant with wisdom. Its roots, earthy and strong, are where the calming magic resides. Modern science now confirms what herbalists have known for ages. Valerian root contains compounds that help soothe the nervous system, promoting relaxation and making it easier to fall and stay asleep. The plant itself is tall and gentle-looking, with soft, feathery leaves and tiny clustered blooms. In a Zen bedroom, it adds a wild, slightly untamed softness, a reminder that rest isn't about control or perfection, it's about letting go, surrendering. It's important to note that valerian has a unique scent, especially from its roots. Some describe it as musky or earthy, others as strong and even a little strange. But this scent is part of what makes it work. It's nature's own sedative, subtle but effective, especially when allowed to mingle quietly in a corner of your bedroom or when a dried root sachet is placed under the pillow. Growing valerian isn't difficult if you have a sunny window or balcony. It appreciates light, a bit of space, and regular watering. In return, it offers not only a visually soothing presence, but the possibility of harvesting your own herbal remedy over time, whether for tea, tincture, or simply the peace of having it near. Incorporating valerian into your bedroom is like inviting in a wise old friend, one that doesn't say much, but who knows just when to whisper, "You've done enough today. Let it all go. Just rest." 12. Orchid, a quiet bloom in the night. In the stillness of a bedroom at night, there's something enchanting about an orchid. Unlike most plants that rest when the sun goes down, the orchid does something quietly remarkable. It releases oxygen in the dark. This rare trait makes it a perfect companion for the bedroom, gently supporting your breathing and sleep while the world slumbers. But beyond the science, orchids are a symbol of grace, refinement, and serenity. Their blooms aren't loud or showy. They don't clamor for attention. Instead, they seem to float, poised, elegant, and utterly at peace. Each flower unfolds like a soft exhale, reminding you to slow down and breathe deeply. In many Asian traditions, the orchid represents purity of spirit and inner harmony. Just by being in the same room, it seems to create a subtle shift, drawing your awareness inward, calming the space around you. It's the kind of plant that doesn't just decorate, it elevates. It brings the energy of mindfulness and meditation into the physical form of a flower. What's lovely, too, is that orchids are more adaptable than most people think. They thrive in indirect light, don't require daily watering, and prefer being left alone between drinks. In other words, they mirror the Zen ideal of non-interference, growing best when you simply offer a little care and give them space to be. Their long-lasting blooms also make them a symbol of patience and resilience. Unlike short-lived flowers that come and go in days, an orchid bloom can last for weeks, sometimes months, unfolding its beauty slowly, intentionally, just as we should live. Placing an orchid in your bedroom isn't just a design choice, it's a ritual, a soft statement that says, "This is a space for rest, reflection, and quiet beauty. Here, everything blooms in its own time, even you." 11. Rosemary, scent of calm, spirit of clarity. Tucked in a sunlit corner or resting on a windowsill, a small pot of rosemary brings more than just greenery to your bedroom. It brings a sense of quiet purpose. With its fine, needle-like leaves and evergreen presence, rosemary has a simple charm that never tries too hard. But when you brush your hand gently over it, the scent it releases is unmistakable, earthy, piney, crisp, with a whisper of the Mediterranean sun. This scent isn't just pleasant, it's healing. Studies show that rosemary's aroma can help reduce stress, improve mood, and even sharpen mental clarity. It has the rare ability to both ground and uplift, making it a perfect plant for a bedroom space that balances relaxation with gentle wakefulness. Unlike many herbs that are strictly kitchen-bound, rosemary feels right at home in a Zen-inspired room. It stands tall, almost like a miniature tree, giving it a sense of quiet strength. Its clean lines and deep green tones fit effortlessly into minimalist decor, while its aroma gently infuses the air without needing candles or diffusers. And rosemary is more than ornamental. It's one of the most versatile herbs you can grow. A few sprigs can transform a cup of tea into a calming nighttime ritual, or add a soothing touch to a light dinner. Keeping it nearby reminds you that nature is not just to be admired, but experienced through taste, smell, and daily connection. Caring for rosemary is relatively simple. It loves sunlight, doesn't like soggy soil, and prefers a bit of dry warmth, just like its native Mediterranean hills. And in return, it offers presence, a soft fragrance that tells you, slow down, a taste that reminds you, nourish yourself, a stillness that says, you're already home. In a Zen bedroom, rosemary is both companion and guide. It grounds the senses, clears the mind, and brings a kind of peace that lingers long after the lights go out. 10. Calathea, the living rhythm of stillness. Some plants simply sit in a space, but the Calathea, with its expressive leaves and gentle personality, moves with the rhythm of the day, quietly, gracefully, like a slow breath. Known affectionately as the prayer plant, Calathea doesn't just add beauty to your room, it becomes part of its living energy. Each leaf is like a brushstroke from nature's own hand. With bold patterns, deep greens, purples, and silver streaks, the foliage of Calathea resembles the tail feathers of a peacock, elegant, proud, but never overpowering. There's an artistry to this plant that naturally draws the eye, yet its effect is soothing, not distracting. A kind of beauty that whispers instead of shouting. What makes Calathea even more magical is its daily ritual. As the light shifts throughout the day, its leaves gently open and close, like it's breathing alongside you. At night, the leaves fold upward, as if in silent prayer, and reopen in the morning to greet the day. Watching this quiet dance, even for a few seconds, creates a moment of mindfulness, a reminder to pause, observe, and be present. Calathea is also incredibly well suited to bedroom spaces. It prefers low to medium light and thrives in environments with higher humidity, just like the calm corners where we rest. It doesn't need direct sunlight, making it ideal for rooms with soft lighting or shaded windows. With a bit of regular watering and occasional misting, it flourishes, no fuss, no pressure. But perhaps its greatest gift is the feeling it brings. Calathea doesn't just decorate a Zen space, it amplifies it. Its softness balances harsh lines, its colors add warmth without chaos, and its quiet movements connect you to the natural rhythm of day and night, thought and stillness, light and shadow. In the sacred quiet of your bedroom, Calathea reminds you that peace doesn't always mean stillness. Sometimes it's a gentle, living rhythm, just like your breath. 9. Pilea peperomioides, the circle of calm and fortune. There's something instantly calming about the shape of a circle. No sharp corners, no beginning, no end, just a smooth, complete form. That's what makes the Pilea peperomioides, or Chinese money plant, such a natural fit for a Zen-inspired bedroom. Each leaf is a perfect little coin, round, balanced, serene. Known for its soft green discs that fan out from a central stem, this plant feels almost like a sculpture. It has an intentional simplicity, a visual rhythm that's both playful and peaceful. The way its leaves catch the light and tilt toward the sun creates a subtle movement that gently animates a still room, like the ticking of time in a much quieter world. But this little plant brings more than beauty. In Feng Shui and many Eastern traditions, the shape of its leaves, so like coins, makes it a symbol of prosperity, wealth, and good fortune. Placing it in your home is like planting the seed of abundance, not just in material things, but in energy, kindness, and peace. The Pilea is also wonderfully minimalist. It doesn't sprawl or climb, it simply sits and grows, compact, upright, and content. It fits perfectly on a bedside table, a shelf, or even a quiet corner of a meditation nook. Its soft presence adds balance to the room without crowding it, like a whisper of green, just enough. And caring for it is refreshingly easy. It likes bright, indirect light, a little water once the soil dries, and space to send out small baby offshoots, often called pups. Many plant lovers enjoy sharing these pups with friends, turning the Pilea into a kind of living gift, one that spreads peace and connection. In a Zen bedroom, where the goal is balance, breath, and gentle energy, the Pilea is more than just decor. It's a reminder of harmony, in nature, in design, and within yourself. Quiet, centered, whole. 8. Prayer plant, a living gesture of grace. In the quiet of night, as the world begins to slow, something beautiful happens. The prayer plant folds its leaves. Slowly, gently, they lift upward, as if coming together in a silent gesture of gratitude. This nightly ritual is where the Maranta gets its common name, the prayer plant. It's not just a plant, it's a moment, a message, a reminder to pause, to reflect, to breathe. Each leaf is like a work of art. With bold veins of red, light green, and dark emerald, Maranta's foliage has a painted look that somehow still feels peaceful. The color isn't loud, it's alive. It adds just the right amount of energy to a Zen space, offering visual interest without overwhelming the senses. What's even more special is how interactive the plant feels. Its leaves move gently throughout the day, adjusting to the light, responding to their environment. At night, as the light fades, they draw inward, closing like hands in prayer. It creates a rhythm in your space, a rhythm that mirrors your own. Wake, rest, open, reflect. Maranta is also an ideal companion for smaller bedroom spaces. It stays low to the ground with leaves that spread horizontally, making it perfect for shelves, nightstands, or cozy reading corners. Its presence is subtle but unmistakable, like a soft voice in the room, reminding you to look inward. Caring for the prayer plant is simple as long as you offer it a bit of attention. It prefers low to medium light and enjoys a bit of moisture in the soil and the air. It thrives in gentle conditions, just like the kind of environment we seek for sleep and meditation. Incorporating a prayer plant into your bedroom is like adding a quiet ritual to your space, one that doesn't demand anything from you, but gives freely. A touch of beauty, a rhythm of stillness, and a whisper of peace as each day ends. 7. Hoya, the quiet keeper of fragrance and time. In the stillness of night, when distractions fade and the world becomes quieter, Hoya begins to share its secret. From clusters of soft, waxy blooms, it releases a gentle fragrance, sweet, subtle, and soothing. It's a scent that doesn't shout for attention. Instead, it drifts through the room like a memory, soft, sacred, and slow. Often called the wax plant, Hoya is a symbol of patience and devotion. Its thick, succulent-like leaves are slow to grow, but resilient. They store water and energy, reflecting a kind of inner strength, one that feels perfectly at home in a Zen-inspired bedroom. It's not a plant that rushes. It unfolds at its own pace, asking you to slow down and move with intention. Hoyas are long-lived plants. In fact, many people pass them down through generations, making them almost like green heirlooms. This sense of continuity adds depth to their presence, a reminder that peace isn't fleeting. It's something cultivated, day by day, moment by moment. The plant itself is visually calming, trailing gently from a hanging basket or climbing slowly along a trellis. Its form is soft and elegant with rounded leaves that create a sense of organic balance. In the right conditions, Hoya will gift you clusters of star-shaped flowers, often pale pink or white, each one perfectly formed and delicately scented, especially at night. In terms of care, Hoya appreciates bright, indirect light and prefers its soil to dry out between waterings. It thrives best with consistency, the kind of regular, mindful care that aligns beautifully with a Zen lifestyle. Not too much, not too little, just enough. Bringing a Hoya into your bedroom means inviting in a presence that's both grounded and graceful. It's a plant that thrives not with urgency, but with rhythm, offering you moments of scent, softness, and stillness that linger long after the lights go out. 6. Fiddle leaf fig, standing tall in stillness. Some plants bring a whisper of green. Others, like the fiddle leaf fig, bring a quiet presence. With its large violin-shaped leaves and tall, upright stance, this plant doesn't just decorate a room, it anchors it. It becomes a subtle statement piece, one that speaks not with noise, but with graceful confidence. Often placed in the corner of a bedroom, the fiddle leaf fig reaches upward like a living sculpture. Its broad leaves, deep green and slightly glossy, seem to catch and hold light, softening the room while reflecting a sense of vital energy. But even as it draws the eye, it doesn't disturb the space. There's a stillness in its shape, a rooted calm that makes it perfect for a Zen-inspired room. Beyond its beauty, the fiddle leaf fig has become a symbol of growth and resilience. In Feng Shui and design philosophy, its upward-reaching form represents expansion, not just of the plant, but of you, your aspirations, your inner peace, your quiet strength. It reminds you that growth doesn't need to be loud or fast. It can be steady, inward, and deeply grounding. This plant thrives best in bright, indirect sunlight, so placing it near a window where it can soak in soft light is ideal. It prefers its soil to dry slightly between waterings and appreciates stability, both in its location and in your care routine. Much like the meditative practice of tending to the self, looking after a fiddle leaf fig requires presence, patience, and attention. Its tall form adds vertical balance to a bedroom, making it especially helpful in rooms with lower furniture or minimalist decor. It brings a sense of structure without rigidity, a gentle reminder that even stillness has strength. In a Zen space, the fiddle leaf fig becomes more than a plant. It becomes a companion in your journey inward, a symbol of quiet power, of calm rootedness, and of the soft kind of growth that can last a lifetime. 5. Kentia Palm, bringing the resort home. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself in a quiet resort by the sea. The air is warm, the breeze is soft, and there's a gentle rustle of palms swaying overhead. That feeling, that sense of effortless calm, is exactly what the Kentia Palm brings into your bedroom. Tall yet elegant, soft yet structured, the Kentia Palm is one of the most beloved plants in the world of interior wellness design. Often found in tranquil hotels and tropical retreats, it has a way of transforming a space, not with bold colors or sharp lines, but with the grace of its arching fronds and its peaceful presence. The leaves themselves are long and feathered, stretching gently outward in a kind of natural embrace. They add movement to a still room, like the subtle shift of air or the calm flutter of a curtain in morning light. And because the fronds are so delicately curved, they create a feeling of softness, like the touch of a breeze even when the windows are closed. But the beauty of the Kentia Palm isn't just aesthetic, it's also deeply practical. This plant is shade-tolerant, doesn't need much attention, and adapts well to indoor conditions. That makes it ideal for bedrooms, where the light may be filtered and where a gentle presence is more welcome than a demanding one. Placing a Kentia Palm in the corner of your room, beside a reading chair or near a window, adds a sense of vacation stillness to your daily life. It's not just decor, it's atmosphere, the kind that encourages deep breaths, slow mornings, and quiet evenings. In Zen philosophy, peace often comes not from changing your world, but from reimagining how you live in it. And the Kentia Palm is a beautiful step in that direction. A reminder that serenity doesn't have to be far away. Sometimes it begins with a single, swaying leaf in your own corner of rest. 4. Corn plant, a quiet symbol of fortune and flow. Tucked quietly into a corner, the corn plant, often called Phat Thai in Vietnamese culture, brings more than greenery into a room. It brings a gentle energy, a quiet strength, and for many, a deep sense of good fortune. With long arching leaves that grow in soft stripes of deep and light green, the corn plant is visually soothing. There's nothing harsh or rigid about it. The leaves fall like silk, moving ever so slightly with the air, offering your eyes a moment to rest. In a space designed for peace, visual softness matters, and this plant delivers that with elegance. In feng shui, the corn plant is associated with luck, prosperity, and harmonious energy flow. It's often chosen for both homes and offices to encourage a sense of balanced abundance. But in the bedroom, that plays a quieter role. It doesn't boast, it simply grounds the space, like a calm presence that asks for nothing yet gently lifts the mood. Its slow growth is also part of its charm. The corn plant is not demanding. It thrives in low to moderate light, needs very little watering, and grows at a leisurely pace, reminding us that not all growth needs to be fast to be meaningful. In a world that moves quickly, there's something comforting about a plant that takes its time. You can place it by a window with filtered light or in a shaded corner where it still receives warmth. It quietly fills vertical space without overwhelming it, making it ideal for minimalist bedrooms that value air, balance, and lightness. The corn plant becomes more than a decorative object. It becomes a symbol of balance, of long-term well-being, of gentle progress. And with each new leaf that unfurls slowly over the months, it reminds you that peace, too, is something we cultivate steadily, not rush into. In a Zen space, the corn plant offers you that energy, calm, kind, and quietly prosperous. 3. Ponytail palm, the sculptural whisper of simplicity. At first glance, the ponytail palm feels almost like a living piece of art. Its bulbous base, shaped like a handcrafted ceramic vase, anchors the plant firmly, while a fountain of long, slender leaves cascades gently from the top, falling like a stream of hair in slow motion. It's delicate, unusual, and yet utterly serene. Though it's called a palm, the ponytail palm isn't actually a true palm. It's more closely related to succulents, which explains its incredible resilience. It stores water in its thick base, allowing it to survive on minimal care. making it one of the most forgiving plants you could invite into your bedroom sanctuary. In a Zen-inspired space, balance between form and emptiness is essential. The ponytail palm does this beautifully. Its sculptural base adds grounding weight to the room, while the flowing green leaves bring motion and softness. It's a conversation between stillness and movement, between earth and air. Exactly the kind of energy that supports rest, mindfulness, and clarity. Despite its unique shape, the ponytail palm never feels overwhelming. It doesn't shout for attention. Instead, it invites you to look twice, to slow down and notice the way its leaves curl, the way its base holds firm. It's the perfect visual metaphor for modern Zen, uncomplicated, natural, and quietly striking. This plant is ideal for placing on a low stool, by a window, or near your meditation space. It prefers bright, indirect light, but can also tolerate partial shade. And best of all, it's almost maintenance-free. Water it only when the soil is completely dry, and it will reward you with slow, graceful growth over the years. The ponytail palm doesn't just decorate your room, it brings a spirit of effortless calm, a reminder that beauty doesn't need to be complex, and that peace, when grounded and flowing, is more than just a feeling, it's a form of quiet art. 2. Echeveria, a rosette of stillness and strength. Among all the succulents, few are as visually calming and symmetrical as the Echeveria. Its leaves form a soft, perfect rosette, like a flower sculpted from mist and stone. Each layer unfolds in quiet harmony, creating a sense of balance, of natural design, of peaceful precision. This is not a dramatic plant. It doesn't demand space or care or attention, and yet it holds its own, gently, beautifully. In a Zen-inspired bedroom, the Echeveria becomes a meditation in form. Its stillness draws you in. Its shape reminds you of the simplicity and symmetry. Its presence says, breathe slower, look closer, expect less, and feel more. As a succulent, the Echeveria thrives on minimalism. It requires very little water, a bit of sunlight, and time. Lots of time to just be. It's a plant that teaches you how to let go of urgency, how to exist with grace, even in stillness, how to embody resilience, not through force, but through quiet endurance. In symbolism, this plant represents strength in solitude, tranquility in change. Its thick leaves store water and withstand dry spells, making it a beautiful metaphor for those who weather emotional storms with silent dignity. It's a reminder that peace is not the absence of struggle, but the quiet ability to thrive regardless. Place your Echeveria on a windowsill, a nightstand, or a meditation altar. Let it sit in bright but gentle light. Choose a simple ceramic pot, perhaps unglazed, perhaps earth-toned, to let its form take center stage. You don't need to water often, just enough to keep it alive and content. Like your own energy, it appreciates space, clarity, and patience. In a room designed for rest, for breath, for quiet mornings and slow evenings, the Echeveria does more than add green. It becomes a tiny center of gravity, a rosette of calm, a symbol of how beauty, peace, and resilience can be found layer by layer in the most unassuming forms. 1. Fittonia, the quiet spark in a Zen corner. In the world of bold houseplants and towering palms, Fittonia is a quiet surprise. Also known as the nerve plant, this tiny marvel doesn't scream for attention, but it draws you in, softly, delicately, with its lace-like leaves veined in red, pink, or white. Each leaf is like a miniature painting, carefully patterned, deeply textured, and uniquely alive. The veins don't overpower, they whisper. They bring just enough color to awaken your eye while still honoring the calm, grounded energy of a Zen space. It's the perfect balance. Unique but not loud, decorative but never distracting. What makes Fittonia truly ideal for a bedroom sanctuary is its love for cool, humid air, just like the cozy, shaded corners of your sleep space. It thrives in indirect light, doesn't grow too tall, and actually enjoys being part of small ecosystems. That's why it's often chosen for terrariums, open glass bowls, or tabletop Zen gardens. Placing a Fittonia on your bedside table or desk invites a kind of tactile calm. It's the kind of plant you might glance at between deep breaths or reach toward when grounding yourself in the moment. Its soft leaves, cool to the touch, remind you of forest floors, of quiet mornings, of dewy stillness. And yet, for all its softness, Fittonia is a resilient little plant. It may wilt dramatically when thirsty, but with just a bit of care, it revives beautifully, as if exhaling gratitude. In that way, it mirrors the human spirit. Sensitive, yes, but capable of bouncing back with a little love. In Zen philosophy, beauty lies in the details, in the gentle flow of nature, in the small miracles easily overlooked. Fittonia is one of those miracles. Modest, living art for your most personal space. A reminder that tranquility can be found not in silence alone, but in the subtle rhythm of color, breath, and life. So, which one spoke to you? Maybe it was the graceful leaves of the Kentia palm, or the soft geometry of an echeveria, or perhaps the subtle pulse of a Fittonia tucked into a tiny ceramic pot. Whatever called to you, remember this. Your bedroom is more than just a place to sleep. It's a retreat, a breathing space, a mirror of your inner world. Bringing plants into that space isn't about aesthetics alone. It's about connection to life, to stillness, to the small green reminders that growth doesn't always have to be loud or fast. Sometimes it's just about being present. Even one small plant can change the way you feel when you walk into the room. The air becomes softer, the light feels calmer, and maybe, just maybe, you'll sleep a little deeper, breathe a little slower, and wake up a little more at peace. So go ahead, choose your green companion. Let it grow with you. Let it remind you that peace begins in the quietest corners.